everybody, my name is Chris. Today I will show you a new video for Clover Special Edition. Lots of people know Clover Special Edition for a long time ago. Now I will show the video on macOS 10.15 Catalina, new system of the latest system of macOS. Using this kind of installer, because it will integrate Clover Bootloader, EFI Bootloader, you have to the zip disable on your system and the gatekeeper, of course, because if you don't have the zip and the gatekeeper, you cannot using and create the USB drive on your system. So you can using on the Hackintosh and the real Mac, but you have the zip security disable and the gatekeeper. You need the 16 gigabyte USB drive, and today I will show you with SSD to create the USB drive. It's more fast, and that's it, guys. So if you have a Clover Special Edition, you just need to move it on your desktop. This is the README for the video and the README for using the package. So I will eject the disk image. Now the Clover Special Edition is here. If you want to using, you have to open and you click Run here. If you want to using only the package Clover, you only have to click here to Clover installer, and the Clover installer will be open automatically, and you have to choose which system you need to install Clover or anything you want to using the package. So today I will show you the creation of the USB drive and the installation of the Clover on the USB and on the system, on the new system. So you have to run a Clover Special Edition and you select Creation USB. You can create the USB of Maverick 10.9 to macOS Catalina 10.15. You see here. So I have to create, I have to continue. So read exactly what is right on the package, and you have no problem, you see. So I will continue. You have to erase your USB with the disk utility. So you click here on the partition, you click on mount, you select on mount the partition, and you click here on the entire drive. You click your select erase on macOS Extend Journaled and the GUID partition map. So you have to rename the name of you want. I just rename USB. Anyway, the program will be rename the drive automatically. So you click done, and you have to close the disk utility to continue. So I select my USB, select the drive you have just format, and you have to type your password here. And on the Catalina and Mojave, you have the pop-up preference system. You click OK on that. So now you have to the choice. The creation of USB of 10.9 to 10.12 or 10.13 to 10.50. So this is the option I need, because I want to create the USB of macOS Catalina 10.15. So I select this option. So you see here, you have select the 10.15 option, choose your install on the macOS Catalina. So now I have to select my install macOS Catalina. For me is in on my application. If you have on your desktop or document, you select here on the left pan your install macOS, which repertoire you have to install macOS. So now I want to create the install macOS Catalina. This is the latest Catalina beta 9. So after the beta 9, it's the golden master, maybe this one is the golden master. The next one is the release, I think, because on a couple of days. So I select
install macOS.
This is done, guys. The installer is ready to install on the USB. You will see you will rename a USB installer, and now he has the rename install macOS Catalina beta automatically by the installer macOS. So you have to wait. If you have the normal USB 16 gig USB 3 or USB 2, this is the long process. You have to wait or 20-25 minutes, maybe, depends the speed of your USB and depends the speed of your system. That's why today I'm using an SSD external on the USB case for the more fastest I can, because I want to, the video is a more fast video for you today. I explain you because you don't want to waiting 20 minutes for see what happened with the USB. So now it's very fast with if you're using the external USB drive, hard drive or SSD. If you're using a hard drive or maybe a 250 gig hard drive on the external drive, it's more fast. It's 2-3 minutes the creation of the USB. So you see, this is already the end of the installations. Now Clover open automatically when the program is complete. So Clover is open. This is my USB create install media is complete with macOS Catalina 10.15. So now I have to install Clover on the USB. So I change the location. I select install macOS. The customize menu. If you want to using a UEFI installation, you select only this option here. For UEFI will install automatically, and you will select also install in the ESP. So you have to select the UEFI driver. So the recommend driver is select by default. The human interface, you have, maybe you can select this 3 driver, but I don't need for my system, so I don't select this driver. I select APFS for my future install on the drive, because macOS Catalina and Mojave, it will install automatically on APFS system. So you can select FAT here. And that's it for this 3 option for the file system driver. On the memory fix driver, you can select Appsio memory fix, or you can select OS6 Appsio fix DRV3 2000. This is support for the X79 motherboard, or maybe this kind of motherboard. So for me, I select OS6 Appsio fix DRV. That's it. This is the option I select for the memory. This is for my system. I'm using a Dell Optiplex 790. So you can select OS6 Appsio Fix, or you can select OS6 Appsio Fix 3DRV. So this is my option. So file vault, you don't want to select the file vault. Additional driver, you can select OS6 FAT binary and partition DXA. This is the additional driver. And the theme, you select all theme. So here on the driver kex, you have to select by default is the fake SMC is select by default. So if you're using the laptop, you have to select also Voodoo PS2 controller for the installation of USB. Don't select the internet and other thing for the creation of USB drive. You don't need the internet, so you just need the Voodoo PS2 controller if you're using a laptop. So I'm not using a laptop, so I select only the fake SMC. That's it. So this is the driver I select and I install on the USB. On UEFI mode. This is the UEFI only installation. So after I will show you an installation of ESP for a legacy system also. You see the EFI partition of my USB SSD on install macOS Catalina. So install complete. Clover is installed on EFI, on UEFI, on mod UEFI only. You will see here. This is the only UEFI for this kind of installation. So you have Clover here. The driver is here, the BIOS driver and the UEFI driver. This is the driver I select, and also the driver, the default driver. So on the kex you have the fake SMC automatically on the folder other. So this is the config point list by default. If you have one config point list on your system, Clover not change the config point list. He give you only if you don't have a config point list. This is for the laptop. This one, it's a Mac, iMac. I will open with Clover configurator. I will show you, because for the installation of macOS Catalina, you need the SMBIOS for this kind of. You see here, it's a iMac 14.2 for installing macOS Catalina on PC. You need SMBIOS. Here, if you have a laptop, you just rename this one on PC, config PC point list, and you rename this one config point list, and I will show you here for a laptop, the SMBIOS, it's a MacBook Pro. It's a MacBook Pro 9.2. If you want to change the SMBIOS, you only have to select which one you want for your system. You know, it's a different kind of laptop and different kind of PC, so you have to select maybe a different SMBS for, but you need one for installation. Of course you need one. So this is the driver UEFI. So this is the perfect bootable drive UEFI for macOS Catalina. So if you want, now you only have to install macOS on your system, reboot, select choose your USB and install macOS, and that's it. So now I will show you an installation of legacy, because you can create the USB, not only UEFI, you can create the USB for a legacy installation. So you have to select your USB drive, and you don't select this option here, you select only Clover in the ESP. You can select the driver off. I'm sorry, I'm not select the driver off here for this installation, but you can select the driver off. You receive all driver for all driver of the package on your driver folder driver. So for the ESP installation for legacy, you have to select here Boot0 AF in the MBR. You have to select here Clover EFI 64-bit SATA. And you have to select the driver for 64-bit. You have to select all driver recommend here. And the file system driver, you have to select APFS EFI and HFS Plus. For the file vault, you not need the driver file vault for legacy. And for the UEFI driver, you select the same driver you have installed. Yeah, I show you the same driver. You select the same driver previously. I will show you. You see the UEFI driver I recommend. I show you before. You select the same driver. You know, that's it's very easy, and that's it. Your install for ESP legacy configuration. Your install on that. And you will receive here the only difference is you have here a boot file and the boot file on the system on user standalone E386 folder. You have the boot file of Clover. Here for the UEFI you have no boot file, only in the EFI partition. So Clover is installed. You have to install macOS, reboot, use the USB for reboot on the new system, and now you have to install Clover on your new system. So I will eject the USB. So for install Clover on the new system, it's very easy, because you select the same option. If the option is work for you, you have to select the same option. And after you have installed Clover on your system, you only check for the update, because this Clover panel, it's only for Clover Special Edition. It's not for Clover Source of Forge or Clover GitHub. This update is for Clover Special Edition. I will show you, because here I have rolled back 5081 to show you the updater. So you have to update. If you have an update, you select update, and I will show you on download here which download you receive with the Clover Special Edition updater. You see, you receive the latest update from Clover Special Edition. You receive the same Clover I have here on my desktop. It's a Clover 5092. because this is the latest. If you install the Clover 1592, you only have to check if you have update. If you don't have update, don't update, and don't use another Clover to update this, because you're not using the same. So after you have installed, so for the post installation on your new system, you have installed macOS on your brand new SSD. So you run the program and you select here Clover installer. So you don't need to change the destination because you want to install the new Catalina. So you're only select your option. So if you want to select the UEFI installation, you have to select the UEFI here and the ESP, and you can select the driver off. So the recommend driver is here. The human interface, you cannot not select this one. You have to select the APFS, the FAT, and on the memory fixed driver you have to select so you can select Apsio memory fix or OS6 Apsio fixed driver. So I have to select this one for my install because my system, because it's work for my USB, so it's work for my system. So additional driver, I have to select the partition and the OS6 FAT binary DARV. This is the only driver I need, so I have to select the RC script on the target volume and install the Clover panel here on my system. The theme, I select all theme. I have to select the all theme, and the driver keys, I have to select the fake SMC. My internet, it's a Intel Mozy, so I select the Intel Mozy. I install on that. That's it. That's all for the UEFI configuration. That's it, guys. Clover will be installed on the EFI partition. You see here, install anyway. So you have to click install anyway. So install is complete. Clover is installed on my SSD on UEFI installation. You see here, this is the driver off. This is the all driver on the Clover. You can change, you can add the new driver if you want to change or add the driver. You can pick up the driver here and change for UEFI or the BIOS installation. And for the BIOS installation for legacy configuration, I'll show you on the USB how to using the legacy configuration. You just need to not select the UEFI. You select the ESP installation, and you select here the boot 0 AF in the MBR, and you select the Clover 64-bit 64-bit SATA. For the driver 64-bit, you have to select all driver recommend for the legacy, and the file system you have to select HFS and APFS 64. You not select the 5.0 driver. For the UEFI driver, you select the same driver I have select for UEFI. So you have to select the same driver for your legacy configuration, because you have also the driver for UEFI. And the TEM, you select all TEM, and the driver kex, you select your SMC and your internet here. You select also install the RC script on the target volume and the panel of Clover. You will receive the panel of Clover here, and I show you here. You see here last install revision 5092. The current boot is a 5081. So I will check update. Well, I have no update because I have installed the latest update now, 5092. So that's why I have to update for show you how to using and how to check update. This is my video, guys. I hope you like it, and I see you next time.